Hi, my friends, it's Miss Alexander, and today we're working on Module 6, Lesson 12 of EngageNY. It's our second day. It's so that we can master this concept. Our objective today is to apply understanding of fraction equivalence to add tenths and hundredths. So here's our steps. We're going to model. We'll then decompose tenths into hundredths and then add the hundredths. Now we need to think. What do I do first if I need to convert 101 over 100 to a decimal? What do you notice about this fraction? So these are questions to think. Now, the first thing I notice is that 101 is bigger than 100. So I know I have a whole number. So let's keep going. Here's our place value chart. Here is our example. It says complete the number sentence by expressing each part using hundredths. Model using place value chart. Here's our place value chart. Here's our points. We have a 1, we have a tenth, and a hundredth. It says we have 2 tenths and 5 hundredths. So I'm going to come right over here. I'm going to highlight 2 tenths. Oh, those are ones, you guys. Let me highlight 2 tenths. There we go. I'm going to Control C it. Come right down here to tenths and Control V. And then I'm going to come right over here and highlight these 5 hundredths because it says 5 hundredths. Going to Control C it, and then right here, Control V it. Something I do know is, do you see these tenths, you guys? Those tenths right here are telling me I need 10 hundredths. So each tenth equals 10 hundredths. So I'm going to put in Control V, enter Control V. That's 1 tenth. I need to do it again. Control V and Control V. So now I've got 2 sets of 10 hundredths, which gives us our 2 tenths. Now we're going to add up all our hundredths. So I'm going to go 10, 20, plus 5. And then right over here is going to write 25 hundredths. Let's keep moving on. It says solve by converting all addends to hundredths before solving. So right here, I have the hundredths. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and write 37 hundredths. Okay, I have 7 tenths here, but I've got to convert it to hundredths. So I know in order to convert, I've got to multiply the tenths by 10. So 10 times 7 is 70. 70 plus 307. I'm sorry, 70 plus 37 gives me 107 hundredths. So let's go ahead and look at this one. I have 8 tenths plus 21 over 100. I'm going to take that 8 tenths. I'm going to multiply by some fraction, which equals a whole 1, so that the answer is some fraction over 100. So 10 times what number gives me 100. I know it's 10. And what we do the bottom, we do to the top. Or what we do denominator, we do the numerator. Then I do 8 times 10, which gives me 80. Now I'm going to add my fractions. I have 80 over 100 plus 21 over 100, which equals, so I do 0 plus 1, which is 1, and then 8 plus 2, which is 10. So I get 101 over 100. And now we're going to take that 101 over 100 and convert it into a mixed number. So the first thing I'm going to do is take it, and I see that I can pull out one set of 100 over 100. I have 1 over 100 left, which gives me 1 and 100. And then, you guys, I'm trying to make room so we can see this bottom one. Now I'm going to take this 1 and 100, 1 and 100, and turn it into a decimal. So I'll go 1 because that's my whole number, but I have 100th, so I've got to put a 0, 1. So right over here, I'll go 1.01, which is the same as 1 and 100. As you're doing this, take your time. We're learning how to do improper fractions and turning those into mixed numbers, into decimals. Just take a breath. You've got this, you guys. Remember to smile, giggle, and wiggle, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.